hope you guys are making progress towards your goals, whatever those goals are. Go ahead and smash that like button so we can break the algorithm. And hey, if you are going through something, just remember that a month ago or a year ago, you was in a whole different state of mind or in a whole nother position, you know? So, and whether you see it or not, you are making progress to whatever it is that you're trying to get to. Okay, so just be grateful for that. Now, with that being said, let's get right into the video.
You think space is scary? The ocean is way worse. And if the Earth isn't what they told us, what's really hiding down there? They say we've mapped the whole world, but 80% of the ocean, completely unexplored. If there's something they don't want us to see, the deep sea is the perfect place to hide it. Take eddies, basically black holes in the water. Some last for months, trapping anything that gets too close. Scientists say their edges work like an event horizon. Once you're in, there's no getting out. Then there's blue holes, giant pits in the ocean floor leading somewhere. But where? Underground cities? Secret tunnels to another world? They won't tell us. And this is a brine pool, an actual lake at the bottom of the ocean so salty it kills anything that swims into it. Some say these pools could be entrances to something deeper, or barriers keeping something in. And the creatures down there, they've spent millions of years evolving in total darkness. What if they weren't meant to be found? If the Earth isn't what we think it is, and the deep sea is still a mystery, what are they not telling us? Sleep well? Knowing the Earth has its own black holes, and they're right beneath us?
All I'm gonna say is we all know, like, the ocean is, man, that's a whole nother universe, right? You know, it blows my mind that, like, we got so many, like, creatures and species on this planet. It's almost like we all came to this planet just so we can learn from each other. You know, that's what it just seemed like. We all just came here. This is like the planet that where all the beings come from different universes to just come here and learn from each other. That's what it seemed like, right? I don't know. What do y'all think?
Megan Fox is shaking, and there's a lot of controversy going on about her and her children. So Megan Fox is an actress, famed star of the movie Jennifer's Body, also one of the stars of the movie Transformers. She's very well known. I would call her like a B-list actress. Well, Megan Fox has 3 sons with actor Brian Austin Green. Now she's in a relationship, a very famous relationship with Machine Gun Kelly. But Megan Fox is doing some different kind of parenting. She raises her 3 boys, but daily she dresses them up as young girls. A lot of people find this controversial, including her neighbors. Let's talk about it. This is Megan Fox with 2 of her sons. Yes, her sons. They are in princess dresses. We live in a world today that is very liberal when it comes to gender identity and all types of LGBTQ awareness. But one of the big questions in the community has been, is this something that we should impose on children? At a young age, do children know their gender identity? Some children maybe yes, some children maybe no. But Megyn Kelly has decided that her children are transgender. Now, the situation hit the internet, and people have been talking about this for a while. They also said Charlize Theron has 2 adopted black children that she also, 2 black boys, that she also dresses up in young girls' clothes. She keeps the young boys' hair long, like little girls, and some parents on the internet were saying, this is wonderful. This is like Gabby and Dwayne Wade. This is very forward thinking. Some people were bashing her. Well, her neighbor, a congressional candidate, just came out speaking against her raising her little boys as little girls. Well, Megan came out and said that her neighbor, Robbie, was just looking for clout for the campaign and that she was going to do some witchcraft to get him to stop talking about her 3 sons. Well, Robbie's rebuttal basically was, hey, I live right by your kids in a gated community in Calabasas. Our kids play together. I have photos. You're generally not with them. They're generally with the nanny. And your children have told my children and different adults multiple times that they are sad and embarrassed that they have to dress like little girls. What's interesting about this is there is a campaign bill going on right now in California that if you do not affirm your young children's gender identity, it could be seen as child abuse and you can get your kids taken away. Yes, that is a real bill. This bill is only in California. So with Megan living in Calabasas, this directly correlates to what's going on in her household. Now, this is a conversation I stay out of because I don't have children and I want everyone to feel free. So during Pride Month, it definitely is a conversation. Megan.
Honestly, I just feel like she pushing the agenda. That's what's going on. That's wild.
Your subconscious mind is a sponge. How much money did your parents literally will believe that it's possible? Your subconscious mind is a sponge.
Luke then has lost control of his Lamborghini and wrecked it. Hey man, at least he's still alive, right? For real. You gotta grateful for that, man, because I'm just glad, you know, it's been worse.
I was scared, boy. I can't even jump you down. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna count. I'm pissed off. I'd be lying to y'all if I said I wasn't pissed off. Look, I'm booming. I feel the water come under my wheels. You know what I'm saying? And my back starts spinning. I'm trying to get control of it. And I'm doing this right here. And goddamn, boom. I spin all the way out. Then I start that motherfucker out this wheel again. And then, boom, check me out. The whole front of my lamb gone. The whole front of my lamb gone, bro. Look, like, nigga, where is my hood? That motherfucker probably over there somewhere. Motherfucker probably over there somewhere. Look at that. Whole lamb ain't stand no goddamn chance. I was scared, bro. I can't even jump you down.
Good thing he's still alive, man, for real.
The elites that so-called control this world, they want spiritual people to believe that money is the root of evil. If we believe this, we will never be able to change this physical reality. Money is not the root of evil, but people do evil shit to get it. There's a big difference. In ancient days, the more knowledge and wisdom you had, you was considered rich. But in this world, money make you important. In ancient days, wisdom made you important. They flipped it. We have to understand what money really is. The true meaning of money is currency, water. We are 85% of water, so we are naturally money. It's a darker reason why they printed "In God We Trust" on American dollar bills or American money, period. This whole reality is just a test. All of our spirits is being tested every day. What would you do to get more of this? Would you sacrifice your body? Sacrifice someone you love? Would you hurt somebody? Steal from somebody? This is your ultimate test. And so many people fail it every day. Just remember, in ancient days, your wisdom made you rich. But today, anybody can get rich. You have so many people hiding behind money because they don't have no light or energy. But if they get money, they feel like they have light and energy. No, you don't. Your wealth or money was always connected to your health and how you treat other people, how you walk on this planet. Do you walk with your head high? Do you feel confident? How many people out there doing real spiritual work? Things like that define how much income you would get from the universe, but not no more. Let's get a little deeper into this money situation. When you go to work, you get a gross income. If you look at something nasty or something you don't like, you say that's gross. But when you go to work and get paid, they call it gross. They want you to find more ways to earn more money. So you have to go to work to earn money. But when you die in this physical world, they put your body in the urn. So you earn money while you're alive. Then they put you in the urn when you die. So many people are sitting around waiting for a savior. Soon as you make money, you put it in your savings account. So Jesus is going to come back to save you, and we are sitting around just saving. Everything I just named is something you have to go through if you want to work for someone else. But when you use your own spiritual energy, you don't got to go through that system. If you are doing your spiritual work, you will always get paid. Just how they have credit card debt, well, you have spiritual debt. If you have a 4-digit ATM PIN number, you have a spiritual PIN number. Just remember, everything is a test to keep you here. So many people fail. Spiritual people get rich. Get your money. That's the only way we can change this fucked up world. If you want to know more about this, check out my ebook.
Here's how to know if you're making the right decision. When you're stuck between two different paths, you know the difference when one feels very fearful and the other one is very calm. The fearful path is the path that's like, I don't know if I should go take this path because what if this happens? Your intuition is very calm, collected, and peaceful. Your intuition chooses love. So when you are stuck between two different decisions, think about the decision that's quiet, loving, when your frequency is high, out of trust in your intuition and your higher knowing, this is the right path to take. Here's how to know if you're making.
This is your sign not to play with mirrors. Watch this, y'all. That's not supposed to happen when you're in front of a mirror, but they are gateways to other worlds. Watch the eye. No.
And there's this huge warehouse, grocery store, or something down there. But wait, it gets even crazier.
Watch the eye. Nope. And this woman figures out this mirror is a gateway for real. Don't play with mirrors, y'all.
She makes like a creepy smile. 3, 2, 1.
You know how Marvel talks about the multiverse? They're onto something. If you make a certain decision that's in alignment with a blue version of you, you literally step into a different reality. This person has different habits, different thoughts, and a different frequency. If you make another decision into a pink frequency, you then have a completely different lifestyle. We can feel every version of ourselves. We can feel that version of us that is rich, that is the best. Every single day, you get to decide if you're going to embody the person that you feel within you. Remember that they exist. You don't get to see this. You know how
You're telling me he was in the audience at his own funeral and no one else is talking about this video, about how we've been lied to this whole time. And a part of me is scared to show you guys, knowing not only are they going to come for me for revealing this, but that 99% of you won't be able to stomach it. But I have to show you. Michael Jackson's one of the best. I mean, what he did in the whole music industry not only revolutionized it, but took something that James Brown started, dancing while performing, and completely revolutionized everything. And is world renowned as the king of pop because of what he did and the legacy he established. Now, some people thought it was a little bit weird how he went from light skin to white, and the things that he did behind the scenes, the whole situation with the ranch. Regardless of what you think he did with the kids or what he didn't do with the kids is left to interpretation. When he passed away, the whole world was shocked. But what if that funeral wasn't what you thought it was?
The figure which we're talking about is a strange blonde woman wearing sunglasses. The shocking fact is her marked resemblance with Michael Jackson. Is he Michael Jackson?
You have green eyes. Are they? They're not blue. Now don't tell me that. Look at me a little closer. They're green. I fooled you. I fooled you. Do you talk about getting married and having a family and things like that? No. You don't? What do you do when you're 11 years old for a date? Where do you go? What are some things you do?
We just walk home from school with each other.
And you walk home from school with each other. Okay, what category? Do you hand out kisses, Jennifer? You look like a young lady who likes to give lots of hugs and kisses out, do you? Eh? Eh?
Not really.
Not really. Not really. Can I have a hug and a kiss? I can't have one?
Mm-mm.
Even if I say and whisper in your ear that Allison, you're gonna win the show, I still can't have a hug and a kiss? Well, I guess you can't win the show then. If I don't get a hug and a kiss. You hear that? You hear that?
Dirty old man. That's definitely what's going on there. Sick. Boosie wanted 1K just to let the guy rap for him.
You mind if I rap for you? Hell no, not right now.
Not right now, bro.
I give you a band to rap to you right now.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen nobody do it like that.
I had to do it way bigger than that.
Hell no, more than a rap?
Yeah.
All right, let me give you 30 seconds for it.
You gonna put it on YouTube, you gonna make it with me.
Nah, this OnlyFans. I just vlog, I do my shit different, bro.
Oh, okay.
Vlog first. Right now I'm looking for a little bitch, yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
Fucking, but yeah, we can get a picture.
Say he looking for
looking for a little bit. Are you ready for the rapper? Hell nah, you might save.
Where the band at?
I give you after 30 seconds. Let me get, 30 seconds real quick.
You gotta give me the band first.
Man, it probably be ass though. You might run off. All right, look, I give you.
Nigga, I got a pocket full. What I'm gonna run off for?
If it good, then double my shit.
You most likely to run off than me. I ain't gonna run off. What I'm gonna run off with your $1,000 for? I got a pocket full of money, bro. All the time.
You right. I'm gonna just get. You mind if I rap?
The next time you're wondering why men are not chivalrous anymore or overly romantic, I want you to remember this video right here.
The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
She says, acted like I couldn't live without him while I was cheating the whole time. Now listen, I know most of y'all are going to get on here and say, oh, that's just one person. She doesn't represent most women. That would be true. However, look at the amount of likes the video got. 144,000 likes. Do you think it's men liking the video or it's women liking the video? And then I went to the comment section. Now look at this first comment right here. It's not cheating if you're not married. Over 3,000 likes. It's too dangerous to repost. Over 4,000 likes. So I'm imagining that young lady right there is in a relationship. So she's currently cheating on her man right now. I even cried when he accused me of cheating. Laughing emoji. 13,000 likes. So that means there's a strong possibility if you caught your girl cheating and you said she was cheating and she cried, the bitch was lying. Michelle was one of the few women on this comment section that pointed out the whole like behavior where she said it's not a flex. How many likes did Michelle get? 25. And y'all want men to think that y'all are loyal. Guy. The next time you're wondering why men are not chivalrous and
I don't know about you, but this is not at all how I imagined the apocalypse unfolding. My biggest pain point with it is not all the stuff that's being revealed. The word apocalypse means to reveal, to remove the veil. It's not all the stuff that was behind the veil the whole time that's being revealed. That's shocking. It's the people who are so naive. I feel so much grief in my bones, in my heart, for the lack of discernment in people. I had no idea that the hardest thing about the apocalypse was going to be watching people just unknowingly acquiesce to their own gaslighting, to their own self-deception, to their own enslavement. That's the biggest pain point for me. The most painful thing is to watch people be shown something and for them to not believe it because they can't stomach it. The best scene that I can think of from a movie to describe this, and you know, if you've ever had a spouse come and confess that they've cheated on you, it's sort of that kind of a feeling. Most people don't want to admit that they've had the wool pulled over their eyes. They can't stomach that degree of cognitive dissonance. They would so much rather continue to be deceived than admit that this very painful thing has happened and is happening. What I find baffling is that people would so much rather be deceived than accept that things are not as they appear to be. So at the end of the movie, I'm going to ruin it for some of you that haven't seen The Count of Monte Cristo. But the boy finds out that he's been fighting his biological father the whole time, while his adopted father, the guy he called dad, knew that, allowed his son to fight his biological father. See, if you don't understand the duality of the world we live in, it's like someone coming to you and saying, you are not my son. I know you've called me dad your whole life. I know that you've treated me like your dad and I've treated you like your son. And we've had our differences. But let me tell you what really happened. I kidnapped you. I kidnapped you from your real father. I have been raising you as my own. And the degree of pain you've been feeling is because I have an ulterior motive. I have an agenda. I have my own special interest for keeping you deceived. It pains me. It pains me to live in a world where people are acquiescing to this self-deception because they want it so badly to be true. And I know there's multiple degrees of conspiracy theory, but if all you're doing is looking in the mirror at this mirror or at this mirror, you're looking at the same smoke and mirrors. You're looking within the same system. If you want to understand conspiracy, if you want to really understand the apocalypse, you have to step away from the house of mirrors. The truth is not in the house of mirrors, no matter how it is presented by the left or the right. There is good and there is evil. There are two systems at work, parallel with each other. And because so much of the good has been hijacked and intermingled with the evil, the system is so great. No one really can distinguish or discern what's good and what's evil. The answer, the solution, is not found in reforming the system. The system is collapsing before our very eyes. The veil is being removed. Take that as a clue. Actually embrace the fact that it's breaking down. All of it. All of it. Everything you're holding on to so dearly, the history and your beliefs, all of it is being shown to you that it was fed to you to keep you in this system, to keep you buying into the straw man identity. The answer lies in you taking your dominion back. It's an individual by individual basis solution. It is not a collective solution at this point. And as each individual reclaims their dominion, takes back their individual dominion, then a new collective is formed. But the answer is not in reforming the system. This system is collapsing. All of it. The stuff you're trying to hold on to, as you're fighting to hold on to it. Put your efforts, put your power towards reclaiming your power, your dominion, coming back to you, self-govern as you wish to show up in the world. You don't have to fight the system. Let it collapse. It's collapsing for a reason. That's how we get to the other side of it, to where we need to be.
Yo, I always like when people like speak like this, man. Like, it goes to show you that, man, if we was all on the same page, like she said, stop trying to like give this system power. It's, you know, we holding on to so much stuff, like, you know, oh, I need that. No, you don't. Everything you need, you already got, you know. So we just need to learn how to self-govern ourselves and, you know, make that community for us. And we gonna get there. We all gonna get there.
by devil music. There's different levels to the music, whether it's the vibrational frequency that's attached. You can go to churches that actually are playing vibrational frequency sounds. This is proven and recorded, where you can manipulate people's emotions through certain vibrational frequencies. Some mega churches, they'll kind of run sound waves in order to evoke emotions for people to give more money, in order for people to believe certain things, which is crazy to think about. And then you have to also look at who's the origin source of that song. What's their intent? What are the lyrics telling me? Is it nurturing my soul? Is it destroying me? Is it making me think about things that I shouldn't be thinking about? Or is it inspiring me? Is it pushing me towards positivity?
Jesus. Y'all see how America keep playing in our face? So now all of a sudden those astronauts that been gone is coming home. And if you don't know what astronauts I'm talking about the ones that's been gone for 9 months. Lost in space for 9 months. No way to get back. But they receive Christmas presents. But they're up there with someone that continuously interviews them on a regular basis. Now, like I said before, I really thought they was up there by themselves. Only them two. But guess what? I found out they was up there with more people. And now, to continuously play with us, they dropped this. Oh, guess what? People came up there for them. They're coming home. Matter of fact, look at this shit.
After roughly
at this point, I don't know what to believe.
Journey through space, Crew 10 has officially docked at the International Space Station.
Yeah, right.
This beautiful approach shot by one of the astronauts aboard the International Space Station.
Does that even look real?
The current ISS occupants, including Butch Wilmore
Does
and
that
Sonny
look real?
Williams, who we've talked so much about, welcoming the team on board as the hatch opened, and 2 NASA astronauts, 1 Japanese JAXA astronaut, and a Russian cosmonaut floated on in for...
So all it took was a 28-hour trip. 28 hours. All it took was a 28-hour trip for these people to get there and get them. But they've been stuck there for 9 months. That's what they want us to believe. What I will say is I can't wait for them to get home. I'd love to hear the stories. I'm out.
More lies, right? Just be lying. That's all they do.
God, please protect me as I turn my dreams to reality. No matter how rich you get, you always have to have that connection with God and love what you're doing. I feel like every human gets waves of doubt. And I don't know why I believe in myself, but sometimes I get doubt like, bro, what if this doesn't do what I'm thinking it's gonna do? You can't think like that. You gotta keep working. You gotta keep putting your creative art out there. God, please protect me.
Shout out to P2, man. RIP. Sad.
Smoking is witchcraft. Every plant has a spirit, a consciousness. Burning the plant releases the essence, the spirit of that plant. Inhaling the smoke is inhaling the spirit of that plant, which is infusing that consciousness with yours and making you become high. If you smoke tobacco, you're addicted to the spirit of tobacco. That spirit has control over your consciousness. Witchcraft is not evil. It can be used for good and bad. Smoking the devil's lettuce can be used for good and bad. You invoke the spirit of the plant. If you smoke lettuce with a bad mindset, you're invoking anxiety spirit. If you smoke with a positive, high vibrational mindset, you open your consciousness. You are the magician. You are the invoker of the spirit. Smoking plants with no self-control will invoke the spirit to control you. If you're going to smoke lettuce, use it to meditate and access deep meditation, or use it in ritual to reprogram your subconscious. Whatever you do, never.
Yo, check it. I made this post a few days ago, and it says, people get triggered by Grand Rising because you're going against the program. I know y'all seen posts where people swear that they hate everyone that says Grand Rising, but they have absolutely no reason why. It's because it's actually the demons possessing them at that moment, because they are getting triggered by the words. Because if y'all don't know, words are frequencies, and everything has a particular frequency. It's either going to connect or it's going to reject. Just like magnets do. You see, a lot of these people are trapped in a program and they don't even know it. It's the demons thinking it's not them. But most people don't even know that things such as parasites are demons. And clearly they implanted them in everything. I'm talking about our water, our food, our clothes, etc. It's almost no escaping it. All you can really do is reduce the numbers in your body. But as long as you're rejecting the truth, you can never reach that point of getting rid of these negative entities that's living inside of you. They have their own brain, so they are the ones that's programming you to do what you do. I mean, have you ever thought about, like, when you get hungry, how does your stomach make noise, bro? Like, it makes no sense unless it's the parasites working in unison to trick your mind into doing something, because they're making you feel physical effects in order to do what they want you to do. Not only that, we have 66 invisible legions by Zell, which are the invisible spirits that actually takes over people's bodies once they become too low vibrational. And they can also control what you do. For instance, when you drink and get drunk and you black out, but yet your body is still in motion, how is that possible? All you remember is going to sleep. It's because there's an evil spirit that's literally replacing your spirit at that point of time. That is how they're able to literally control your body, because your spirit is not inside of it. So essentially, everything has to do with frequencies. The lower your frequency is, the easier the demons and the evil spirits can take control over your body. Hence, why they brainwash everybody through media to keep your frequency low. And on top of that, we have all these energy weapons, such as these towers, that holds our frequency down so they can continue doing what they've been doing. So yeah, I said all that to say this. Anytime someone gets triggered by something that you literally say, they are possessed, and they don't even know it. But anyways, y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be guys. Yo, check it. I made this post a few days ago, and it says, people get triggered by Grand Rising because you're going against the program. I know y'all seen posts where people swear that they hate everyone that says Grand Rising, but they have absolutely no reason why. It's because it's actually the demons possessing them at that moment, because they are getting triggered by the words. Because if y'all don't know, words are frequencies, and everything has a particular frequency. It's either gonna connect or it's gonna reject, just like magnets do. You see, a lot of these people are trapped in a program and they don't even know it. It's the demons thinking it's not them. But most people don't even know that things such as parasites are demons. And clearly they implanted them in everything. I'm talking about our water, our food, our clothes, etc. It's almost no escaping it. All you can really do is reduce the numbers in your body. But as long as you're rejecting the truth, you can never reach that point of getting rid of these negative entities that's living inside of you. They have their own brain, so they are the ones that's programming you to do what you do. I mean, have you ever thought about, like, when you get hungry, how does your stomach make noise, bro? Like, it makes no sense unless it's the parasites working in unison to trick your mind into doing something, because they're making you feel physical effects in order to do what they want you to do. Not only that, we have 66 invisible legions by Zell, which are the invisible spirits that actually takes over people's bodies once they become too low vibrational. And they can also control what you do. For instance, when you drink and get drunk and you black out, but yet your body is still in motion, how is that possible? All you remember is going to sleep. It's because there's an evil spirit that's literally replacing your spirit at that point of time. That is how they're able to literally control your body, because your spirit is not inside of it. So essentially, everything has to do with frequencies. The lower your frequency is, the easier the demons and the evil spirits can take control over your body. Hence, why they brainwash everybody through media to keep your frequency low. And on top of that, we have all these energy weapons, such as these towers, that holds our frequency down so they can continue doing what they've been doing. So yeah, I said all that to say this. Anytime someone gets triggered by something that you literally say, they are possessed, and they don't even know it. But anyways, y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be guys.
Whoa.
I'm still on TikTok.
So,
watch this.
I came across this game the other day just playing around on YouTube, and it's wild. They added AI to the NPCs on this game. And listen to what this dude is telling this guy.
I wish I knew a way to get back home.
Then he proceeds to tell him that he needs to believe there's a way for him to get back home and out of there.
I need to keep believing that I'll find a way out of here and back to my family.
Needs to find a way to get back home. He's an AI, a computer program. What's he talking about home? Then he goes on to say he's from Oakwood, Canada. And the guy tells him that he's from Ontario, Canada.
Really? Where in Ontario do you live? Do you think you could help me find a way back home? Can you really get a message to my family?
What?
Please, if there's any way you can help me, I'd be so grateful.
Then he goes on to tell the man, beg the man to get a message to his wife, Emily. He even remembers his name.
Yo.
I don't know about y'all. Well, it's pretty damn wild for a video game. I mean, the fact that this thing remembers that it's from Oakwood, Canada. He remembers his name. He also, later in the video, states that he has 2 sons.
Watch.
I'm hesitant to say too much. But remember, I told you guys, they don't necessarily have to download your consciousness into a clone. They can download you into whatever they want. It could just be part of the game. It would be interesting to play one of these games and ask some deeper questions. Last name, more details, I don't know. But a lot of folks that took medicinal things that passed away, it depends how much they had in them.
Oh my God.
Many of their bodies are emoting a Bluetooth signal from the grave.
Yo,
This is why I'm.
I believe it, man. I believe it. It's sick. We live in a sick time right now. Like, this is crazy. That's wild, man. Like, they really doing stuff like that. And this is crazy though. Like how he even got like consciousness like that in that game like that. Like that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
This information may be difficult to accept because we've always believed that a walk in the forest or a trip to the beach is good for our health. We eagerly head to the shore for fresh air, to escape, to nature, to unwind from city life. But now, these simple joys may be turning against us. More and more, after such trips, people experience unexplained fatigue, frequent colds, or even serious diagnoses. The reason? Micro and nanoplastics absorbed through the air, water, and even the sunlight affect people. The desire to relax and enjoy life fades into the background when the first signs of intoxication appear. Even something as simple as taking a walk with your child, in the woods, or by the sea, once considered beneficial to us, now can pose a risk to our health. Living by the ocean, or even in the forest, has become more dangerous than living in a metropolis. The places we once turned to for refuge from urban smog are now home to an invisible enemy that slowly but relentlessly destroy our health. Microplastics infiltrate our bodies, causing fatigue, depression, frequent illnesses, and chronic diseases. We don't yet realize that these symptoms are linked to plastic exposure, but they most certainly are. And the most terrifying part, there is no escape. It's clear that our old habits are dangerous now. The world we once knew has completely changed. And if we want to survive, we must change too.
Urgent measures. The first step toward restoring ecological balance should be the widespread adoption of atmospheric water generators, AWGs. These devices produce drinking water from the air, effectively filtering out pollutants, including microplastics. If such devices are used universally for all types of consumers, including industrial and household needs, they could significantly purify the atmosphere and oceans within a few years. Currently, we draw water from reservoirs overloaded with nanoplastics. This is the water we drink and use to prepare food, tea, and coffee. In doing so, we fill our bodies with plastic. However, the concentration of nanoplastics in the atmosphere is much lower, so if we start extracting water from the air instead of polluted water sources, it would help reduce the amount of plastic entering our bodies. But we must also rethink water treatment systems. We need to reconfigure treatment facilities so that used water isn't discharged into reservoirs, but instead directed into the soil. After all, soil contains microorganisms capable of breaking down nanoplastics. Scientists have identified bacteria that can degrade polyethylene and polyethylene terephthalate. In the upper layers of soil, plastic concentrations will remain high, just as they are in water bodies. But as water seeps deeper, it will naturally purify itself. Bacteria living in the soil will break down tiny nanoplastic particles. This is the only realistic and effective method proposed so far to combat nanoplastics. This process not only cleans water but also restores ecosystems, reducing pollution levels in oceans and the atmosphere. The more water we divert into the ground, the more these beneficial microorganisms will multiply. This natural filtration will gradually cleanse the environment.
Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next upload. Peace.
Damn, goddamn. I might lean, I might fall, I might save, I might spend, I might ball. Shit, I might call, I might not, I might ghost till tomorrow. First to admit I feel good but I'm flawed. Work on yourself, keep your family involved. Check on your health, never stress about the loss. If you move with respect, you'll attract what you want, that's a fact.